All right, what is up, guys? So, after some disillusion with the Luna's Howl quest, we're going to be moving into a new video series, just like normal artists do. We always want to start something new, and we thought this would be really fun, so we had a really cool idea. Talk about it for us, Slice. Let us know what we're going to be doing today.
So, we are going to start doing some Dead by Daylight games, and as we do these Dead by Daylight games, we're going to be talking about some horror movies. So, my first thought of the title was Dead by Horrors, but apparently that's not a good title, so
we got to do a play. We got to do a play on it. So it's Dead by Daylight.
Yeah,
so it's going to be Dead by Horror Night. There you go.
We decided to go with that, and I think so what we're going to do is we actually just watched a movie, and the title of it is It. If y'all have never seen it, y'all should definitely watch it. And I will say, for people who haven't seen it, there are some spoilers. So I don't know if y'all want to watch the video first and watch the movie. But either way, y'all want to do it. There will be spoilers coming soon. So
absolutely.
Just be prepared for that.
And the other thing we want to make sure we distinguish is that this is the 1990 It television miniseries. This is not the newest movie that came out.
Yes, this is the special appearance by Tim Curry. So just make sure y'all remember that. This is not the new one. This is the old original with Tim Curry.
Very special appearance, by the way. He does a great job in this movie, but we'll get to that. So to get the festivities started, let's go ahead and ready this thing up. So we're going to go into some Dead by Daylight and just have a discussion. Hope you guys enjoy that.
All right, let's see. So I think I'm going to bring in a first aid kit.
Yeah, I should probably look at my stuff too. I'm all thinking about the It movie.
Yeah, no, it was, oh man, just in a whole, the movie was fantastic. But I think I want to kind of start off with, pretty much the storyline of It. And so the way it starts out is definitely the way I grew up. You have a kid on a tricycle, and I mean, she had to have been, 4 or 5, Synge?
Yeah, definitely.
She was very young, and the mom's just like, come on in, there's bad storms. And I'm just like, Jesus, like,
and it's
like nowadays there'd be no way you'd see kids riding out that far, especially that young. It's
that time period where kids are just wild and free. They're not as protected, and these kind of things could happen. And when we see the little girl, that's kind of the first time that we get a glimpse of Pennywise, played by Tim Curry.
Yeah.
And we get that weird sense, that awkward feeling of that he's friendly and kind of jovial, but at the same time very, very dangerous. And I think that's one of the coolest things about the way that Tim Curry played that part. I think he was jovial and fun, but at the same time just very weird, awkward, and terrifying.
Very creepy.
Yeah, definitely creepy.
And I made a note here. I thought it was pretty funny. So when the woman comes out and she's wondering where her daughter is, she does this, I don't know why, old horror movies, they have this just iconic scream that they do, and I just think it's funny.
It's always on the close-up, too, and you just have this terrible face.
They just kind of zoom in on this horrible face. And there's also another one in the kind of, I think, close to the middle / ending of the movie. There's this horrible derp face that the woman uses when she's screaming, and I get a big kick out of it.
There's a lot.
Funny.
That's the great thing about watching some of these older movies. Of course, a classic like It holds up, but at the same time, it's like there's a level of a bizarre kind of humor that's unintentional sometimes. That a lot of people I think would brush that off as being just bad or out of date filmmaking. But I always get a kick out of stuff like that as well.
Yeah. So now we get into the rest. Finish the storyline. So you have Georgie and Bill, and so they kind of bicker, like brothers do and siblings, and so Billy's sick. He's sick, so he gives his brother a boat, and he puts, I guess that's wax, right? He puts wax on it so it'll float.
Yeah.
And so Georgie goes and he, nope, you can't have this. Go away. Go away.
Damn.
And, oh, fuck. I fucked it up. Oh, God, the killer's going to be coming. So Billy's outside, as a kid does, plays, enjoys life. And, run. It's the, Huntress. And so Georgie, the boat goes down. And before I continue, so I'm watching this, and there's these bombs just in the middle of the street.
Yeah, as he's riding down the road, if you look, over to the right side of the screen, actually it'd be left, depending on the angle. But yeah, it's a strange, like, weird, like, fiery thing. I don't know, it's like something
what?
on fire. Yeah.
Like, I'm just curious if that was like some kind of bug repellent that they had back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
So if anybody knows, and if anybody's seen the movie, or if anybody's knows exactly what we're talking about, let us know in the comments, because I'm very curious to know what those were for. But anyway, so the boat goes down into the drain, and you see Pennywise for the first time, and they have a little conversation, and he finally grabs him and he pulls him down, or I think he actually just tears his arm off. It doesn't actually show.
Yeah, and that's the great
happen.
thing. That's the great thing about those older films as well, is just the neatness of that they don't show you everything, right?
Yeah, and it gives you that imagination. Like it kind of makes you have that imagination, oh shit, she's on me. Oh, she didn't see me, so we're good.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna actually go inside this building and work on this generator.
I gotta fall back a little bit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I think it's interesting to note about this story is that as a motif, or as like the structure of the movie, is basically we're going through and we're seeing the events for the children that are kind of like intercut with clips of them as their older selves, and how different things they see trigger these memories that they have about this experience they had, this paranormal, horrifying experience with Pennywise. And it's just really it's really neat how that works. It's really neat how as the movie progresses, it you see both sides of everything, and that's something I think that they captured from the book as well.
Oh yeah, I think they absolutely did a great job with that. And so it starts with Billy, and then it just goes on through all the kids and their interactions with Pennywise, and eventually Bill kind of brings it up to the group. The Losers Club is what they call each other. And oh shit, somebody died. And they say, we need to fight this guy, right? We need to go, and he killed my brother. We need to go get this motherfucker, right? Like, and so they all do this little group hug, and oh shit. And so they go to this old building, and I'm really not sure if it was an actual building they found or if they built it as their set.
Yeah, it's a fantastic set. It kind of makes you think that they probably went on location for that.
It's definitely possible. Shit, getting chased again.
Definitely when they get down into the cave area, it's a set, but uh-oh. I'm being chased. Got a looper. Oh, I juked the hell out of that fool.
No, she's coming for me.
I might dip out.
What an idiot. Oh, shit.
Okay, I dipped out, but I'm going to go back to the generator. Oh, she sees me.
She's going back to it.
Sees
Run! Run!
Definitely.
But yeah, so they go down and they have these silver silver earrings that one of their moms had or whatever, and they're gonna use a slingshot to destroy this monster, right? And we also didn't talk about the bully. What was his name again?
I'm having trouble remembering that. Let me look while I'm being hooked here. So, let's see.
Fuck you, bitch! I'm gonna come get you.
It's like I can remember Belch for some reason. His little...
Yeah, Belch was his, like, little sidekick guy.
Anyway, so there's the bully kid, right? And he's sort of, like, chasing the group around, and he kind of represents, like, in a similar way, the same type of evil darkness that Pennywise has in the actual world itself. Because Pennywise is like a spiritual being, but from a story perspective, and that's kind of like touched on later in the movie, but we'll get to that. But continue. So, basically, like from just an overarching story point, it's like the kids kind of come into the reality. They come to the awareness of this mythical evil being known as Pennywise, which is killing children, feeding off of their fear, and all that good stuff, right?
Kill me. All right.
And so they kind of figure out that they need to stop it, and I think that Billy has this, who was played by Jonathan Brandis, who strangely enough actually committed suicide. But anyway, Billy has like a personal stake in this because he lost his brother Georgie, and he kind of finds some friends and they get together and they decide to take this thing out, and that's what brings us down into the sewage systems where they eventually fight the creature in his lair,
And yes, and then so when it goes back from kid to adulthood, you can tell that they've definitely lost some memory when they left Derry, right?
Sure.
And so I think they're like, so it's
an
they're
effect.
adults.
It's like
and
Pennywise was trying to
is
protect himself, right? So he was trying to make it to where they wouldn't know, because he fears them, really, because for some reason, like their innocence is like a counter to to Pennywise's evil, right? And so it's just one of those. Oh no, she's on me again. Wowzers.
Yeah, I'm going to get this this chick off the hook. But yeah, so in the end, they strike him, they wound him, and he kind of scurries off, and they make this little deal that if he comes back,
it's like a pact or a promise that they'll come back and
shit,
finish
that was
him off.
Stupid. Yeah. And so pretty much the whole time they're adults, they're all getting together. Mike's calling all of them saying, hey, he's back or whatnot. So they finally all get together. One of them kills themselves because I just don't think he can handle it.
Well, he was the last one to see Pennywise, so he was kind of
a bitch way to go out, but whatever.
Everybody else kind of thought, well, it's over, right? But he was clued into the fact that he was still alive, and
hey,
he didn't want to.
Me.
Okay,
somebody come get me.
Sorry, I didn't know that was you, and I'm kind of focusing.
You're good.
Oh shit, he sees the hell out of me. I'll tell you what.
So you're good. He's chasing somebody else. If that's you, by the killer shack. You just jumped you're going through a doorway.
Yeah, I'll come to
You
you.
coming? All right.
Sorry about that.
So anyway, they all get together. They eventually find Pennywise and kill them, and I feel like it's one of the funniest things. The way they kill him, they just start like beating the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and then they like rip his heart out. Like it's like horrible. Like you see the shot where it's like you see the shadow and they like rip out this huge heart. It's really kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So now let's kind of talk about the acting aspect of it. If you want to start that off.
Yeah. So this is my opinion, and this isn't really a diss to it. I really thought the kids did such a great job. Like they were very just believable. I mean, there's some cheesy lines and such, but the kids just really acted their hearts out. I think that the adult actors sometimes overacted a bit and kind of like, which I mean that's kind of like one of those dated things where that's kind of just how movies functioned back then, I guess.
Yeah.
And but it's
a lot of
bit.
similar styles, and like especially in that time frame. The acting style is very similar.
It's over the top. It's like, and I mean, it's hard to imagine what it would be like if you were being hunted by some sort of, evil thing, evil spirit or whatever Pennywise is, So I mean, we don't really know. But I just thought the kids were really believable. The adults, the adults had their moments, but in some respects, they were a bit cheesy. But again, it kind of adds to the charm of it in a way. Yeah, I'm gonna get hooked down here. I shouldn't have been messing around.
Shit, son, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, the acting, I definitely agree. Kids did amazing. Adults probably could have taken some advice from the kids, to be honest. But
I just thought that was interesting to note about the acting is that the kids did such a great job,
Yeah, definitely. So now, do you want to go to the cinematography?
Absolutely. I thought that the cinematography in the movie, I used to work in film myself, so I know a little bit about cameras and lighting and stuff like that. This show, this miniseries was on the level of any film that was out at the time as far as cinematography. They did a lot of like really ahead of its time tracking shots. Where the tracking shot is where the camera follows the person as they're walking around or moving instead of cutting between camera shots. And so there were some really great tracking shots. I think one of them was whenever we meet I think his name was who's the one that what's his name? Not Bill, but the guy that was played by Seth Green, the kind of comedic the
Richie.
kid that was Richie. Yeah, he was
Yeah. I was trying to come get you. My bad.
We see him kind of doing his thing as an actor later. He's like I guess he's some sort of comedian or late night television show guy or whatever, and we see him walking through, and it's this high action scene. There's a lot of really great tracking shots. There's a lot of some of the camera work's a little bit outdated again, going back to what Slice was saying about those extreme close-ups during these screaming parts whenever like someone gets murdered. They're like and so it's like all on their awkward face. But I just thought that the camera work and the lighting was always really good. Very dark and believable. When the kids were out during the daytime, it was a brighter color palette, greens and yellows and such. And it just there were always the film felt like it was really warm. Like it felt like there was a sense of childhood just in the way that they shot the kids and everything. And whenever the kids were older, it was much darker. It was much more like gritty or whatever. And the scenes down in the cave were fantastic. They're on a set basically.
Absolutely.
And even though they were on a set, it was very believable. The transition between what I think me and Slice believe was like may have been on location versus what the sets were. Those were transitioned very well. I thought some really cool from an editing perspective. They would do this thing where like they would you'd see the kid, and it'd be the end of like, or a transition from like the kid to the older person or their older version of themselves, and they would do like this blur, and like it would go into the kid's face, and then it would blur back out or sharpen back out from the blur into the older person. There were a lot of neat transitions.
Oh shit, that was horrible.
So moving along,
I played so shitty.
Yeah, me too. I did
This
terrible.
Oh god.
We're having fun, just having a discussion about this.
Oh yeah.
But in the vein of cinematography and things like that, moving along, we're going to talk about some of the visual effects in the movie. So Slice, what did you think about the practical and visual effects that they had in the classic
I thought
It?
they were great. I think one of my favorite ones is where Pennywise opens the drain when Eddie's taking a shower at the school. And you can obviously tell the shower heads, people were just pushing them in. And I thought that was such a great, it was such a great scene.
It's so simple, but yet effective, Like,
yes, like it definitely got the point across, what they were trying to do, right? And so I think they really did a good job on that. And also, like, the monster at the end, it's kind of like a half gremlin, half spider monster. And I like how you could tell they actually created the monster, right? And I just thought it was such a cool thing to do. Nowadays everything's green screen, so it's nice to see people actually using their hands to physically make things for the set. I think that was really cool.
With that being
really
said,
imaginative.
And I agree, and I not to juxtapose what you're saying, but just a warning for anybody that's out there who has never seen the original 1990 It miniseries. I kind of get a chuckle a bit whenever we first see the creature, and he's claymation, and he's like very superimposed, and his motion is a little bizarre. But with that being said, like whenever it cuts to the scene of the actual thing that they created, the actual creature itself is very, very excellently done. He's a little slow, and he's not really moving a lot, but you got to think about, from the actor's perspective, actually seeing something in front of them that is, it's a piece of artwork, and it's terrifying, and so there's really good, it feels like that they're there. It's tactile, I guess. You get the sense that they're there with that creature in the cave on set, and I'm sure that it was a lot of fun for them to work on that,
Oh, definitely. And it also, I feel like it also adds to the acting, right? Because if there's green screen everywhere, it's hard to kind of picture, the location and what everything looks like. And so I think it was really cool, especially, the older movies, that they were able to see everything and actually kind of take it all in. And even though the acting was kind of cheesy, especially for the adults, I think the kids really brought it, home with their acting, because they're kids. Kids have a better imagination. They can really, you can really connect with a kid and tell them, hey, this monster's coming to you. You should act this way, right? And they definitely killed it. But it's just that atmosphere of being able to actually see your surroundings. I think definitely helped this movie shine,
Absolutely.
More than others.
And to complement that atmosphere, I thought the soundtrack was really excellent. There's a few tracks where it's a little boisterous, and by that I mean it's like a little on the nose, and what I mean by that is it's like, brr, 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 so it's like, this is scary or whatever. But it's a classic. It's a classic way of doing a soundtrack, and
yeah,
and it's something that, like, it's not the greatest soundtrack in the world, but it really felt like it moved the movie. And anytime, and they also did this really neat thing. They did a lot of like romp-like scenes where they had like classic tracks like from the 50s and stuff like that, popular songs from the 50s that made it fun. There were montages where people were just kind of having a good time. The story was moving forward, and it would always give you, like when the kids were playing or
It's
something.
the doctor.
You know, when the kids were playing, it would you know, there'd be a fun song playing, and so it felt like you were getting to know the kids. And also, they did a really cool thing
Absolutely.
with Pennywise. They would play like the carnival music, you know, and the juxtaposition between you know, the clown and the demon, you know, the music really matched that as well, and I thought that was excellent. Really cool music.
Fuck me. Alright, so that is everything that we're going to talk about. So probably later on we will be doing the new It, and I believe that came out 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of do a you know, like which one. I wouldn't say which one was better because they both.
Just a comparison.
I've seen both of them, and I think they're both great. And obviously, Chapter 2 is coming out soon. Oh, you motherfucker, DCN piece of shit. Obviously, they're both from different times, so you can't really compare them completely in its entirety. But we'll talk about both of them once we watch the new one, or I should say rewatch the new one, so we kind of have a fresh, some fresh thoughts about it. But if y'all have any suggestions of movies, any kind of horror movies that you would like us to watch, we'll watch them. We'll do the review on them, and it should be pretty fun. So now we are just going to finish this game out.
Just get into the game here. Yeah, I'm getting chased the hell down.
Let's get into the game now. I do like how every time they showed Pennywise about to either bite somebody, it showed it like really up close. And,
yeah, and he like
and
he cocked his head up.
His
He's
like sharp teeth all like And so how did they change his eyes? Did they have contacts like that back in that time?
Yeah,
frame?
obviously. Yeah, he definitely didn't have those crazy eyes. Oh, speaking of eyes, whenever one of the characters is looking at the deadlights, which, not to ruin that or whatever, but like we kind of see the creature at the end.
We pretty much ruined the whole fucking movie. So
Yeah.
By the way, spoilers. It's kind of late for that, but for some reason you wanted to skip to the end of the fucking video. Spoilers.
No, you
For
you
sure.
made that very clear. You made that.
I
Very
did. I just,
But-
you know.
The like there was a shot when he's looking. I think it was Bill actually. When he's looking at the deadlights, when he's like entranced by the deadlights at the end, like one of his pupils is like jacked up. It's like going way up.
Oh yeah.
The top left. You pointed that out. Actually.
Man, that shit
I
was
missed that.
crazy.
It was crazy. It was really weird.
Run, boy! You will never catch me.
I tried to hide. And
I think he's coming back for you.
He
Yeah,
is,
don't
for sure.
ever hide. Don't ever try to hide. It's never a good idea.
I made it work a couple times. I made it work. Didn't make it work this time.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna die on this one.
Look at that moan. No, you're not.
Oh Lord, why did she run up?
Because, no, just keep wiggling. Sometimes you can get off like that.
I think I'm dead.
No, you're not dead.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, I know, but you're not dead. I'm gonna try and knock this Jin out first before I come get you. I see you now. Oh my god. Okay, I'm coming then. Stupid bitch.
And yeah, and then immediately taking her inside. Alright. I'll go back to the gym.
Run. Just run. What an idiot. He didn't see me? What's an idiot? I'm getting this hoe. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Oh my god, he's gonna get her. I have a fucking feeling.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything but just getting hunted down.
Are you at least working on a generator?
No, I'm working on healing myself.
Where are you at? I just heard you. Are you inside?
Yeah, I'm inside.
Hey, go to the center room.
Okay. Heading that
Upstairs.
way.
Center room
Oh, it's
upstairs.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even know.
You're
there was
good. Yeah, you're dead. God damn. Yeah, come upstairs. I can hear you. Hello. Oh, you're healed up. Fuck.
Yeah,
Alright.
I healed myself.
Alright. Let's get this gen.
Try to focus on these skill checks.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any suggestions about what horror movies that you'd like us to discuss while we play the old Dead by Daylight, let us know in the comments, and we'll try to accommodate that. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Also, like the video. Hit that
Subscribe to
bell.
the video, hit that bell.
Subscribe.
That helps us out, gives us a little bit of
Lottie
motivation.
fucking da. You know, the normal shit, guys. You know the drill. Whew, that overcharge, though. Goddamn. Where are you going? Come get on this gen.
I don't know where that. I don't even know where you're at. Oh, I see it. Coming to you.
I'm over here.
Check out. That's
It's almost
alright.
done. That's alright. Colton. Where's my Colton?
Where's Colton? We gotta get Colton to play with us.
Ah, Colton. I see Colton right here. Colton's here.
I love having my ass to the.
We might make it out this bitch.
I think we're gonna do it.
Alive.
If we don't, I'm gonna like do one of those weird screams that they do on it. Uh oh, she's coming. Fudge pack.
What is it? Where'd he go? He like looked up. Yeah, just run. Just go. Leave this place. I see you hauling ass. Let's see. Where's he coming from? Oh shit, how did he not see me? What an idiot.
He's picking up my tracks.
Yeah, just go to a different gen. He's going the opposite way you went, so we're
Alright.
good. Work on a different gen. Whoop. I am maxed out on my skills, on my skill checks. I'm almost done with this gen.
I don't even know where the generators are.
What are you doing, bud?
Oh, come the fuck on. He's gonna be coming for me. That's cool.
No, he's being fucking stupid.
It's like, I'm over here. I'm over here. Trying to repair this
He's
generator.
chasing me. He's chasing me. Get that gen, boy. gen's over here, if I'm not mistaken.
I got the one inside the little hut.
Oh, shit. He's right here. He's coming for me.
Running to me.
Ah!
What's that brain down over there on the right side of my screen?
Oh, that's like your insanity, I think, if I remember correctly.
I guess I'm on insanity.
What an
level 2.
idiot. I believe so, yeah. I can't remember what exactly, like, it looks like or entails. God damn, I was almost done with that fucking gen, too. I don't think he kicked it, though. He didn't. Yes! I'm gonna get this, boy. I'm gonna get it. Woo! There we go. Now pay attention to where the doors are. You popped it over there, so you go to the closest one to you. I'm gonna go to this one over here. Are you dead on hook?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I think you are. Didn't you go to? No, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think he's hooked me at all. All right, I'm opening this other door. So if you want to come over here, I'm opening it right now.
God damn it.
I'm halfway. Tree quotas. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, I just opened this door. Oh, this is something new you haven't seen. It's called in-game.
In-game? Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm so lost. I'm just running from him.
Just run on the edge of the map. Do you remember where the other door was?
No, I went towards it, but I kind of got F'd
Turned
up.
around?
Yeah.
Alright, well just follow the
Get me.
edges of
got
the...
me.
Oh no. Oh shit. This is so cool. I like how they added this
Yeah, I like
to
it
the
too.
game. Well, it speeds the game up for survivors and killers, so it kind of works out. Where is he bringing you? Oh, you are fucking dead. Damn.
Yeah, he got me.
Oh well. I'm gonna exit this bitch. Whoop. Fuck with him a little bit. Yeah, what are you doing, retard? No? Okay. Whatever. Bye. Oh. Alright guys, well, that was officially the first Dead by Horror night. And like we said earlier, hit that like button, subscribe. Give us some suggestions in the comment section, and be really appreciated. And we will see y'all later.
Peace out.
Bye. Bye.